Each week here on American Skyline, we look at the career of one of the Opry's great stars. This week, we turn the spotlight on Jeannie Seely. Pennsylvania-born Jeannie Seely came to the Grand Ole Opry on the strength of her Grammy-winning hit, Don't Touch Me.
Don't open the door to heaven if I can come in. Don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart.
Jeannie took this song to the top 10.
I love you more than you need, should you need it. Too much love never gets in the way.
Jeannie is a master at blue-eyed country soul.
He can be mine.
Jeannie had another top 10 hit with I Can't Sleep in Your Arms.
Can I sleep in your arms tonight, mister? It's so cold lying here all alone.
Jeannie is a frequent host of Opry Backstage, asking the hard questions.
Amen.
And one more quick question for you. Real serious now.
All right.
Do you really believe in Santa Claus?
Yes, I do. And you can say it's a part of never growing up or whatever,
That's right.
but anybody who doesn't or tries to convince me that it doesn't, I believe and probably always will.
Or this difficult question to Connie Smith.
It's fun. And one more quick question. You really weren't upset when I mooned you out of the moonroof of my car, were you?
Now, you've been telling people all over town that you mooned me because she had a moonroof in her car, and she didn't. It wasn't even a half moon.
Well,
It was maybe not even a quarter moon. So really, this lady is a great lady. You know, she does a lot of talking, but she's a magnificent lady.
Jeannie also charms Opry audiences with country classics.
Tonight in a bar alone I'm sitting, apart from the laughter and the cheer. The seeds of my life pass before me, while watching the bubbles in my beer.
No matter what she does, Jeannie Seely is a complete entertainer, sure to win your heart.
Each time you touch me.
Well, as you can see, there's no question as to why Jeannie Seely is one of the grand ladies of the Grand Ole Opry. And right now, we're very privileged here on American Skyline to have Jeannie as our very special guest. Welcome to American Skyline. Boy, I didn't know what I was getting into. So you mooned Connie Smith, huh?
I really did. She was being, I couldn't help it. I was fixing to trade that car.
Uh-huh.
Was
Moonroof now. We're not being
just
ugly.
Jumped up out of the moonroof. Just kidding.
Well,
really,
now it's funny because you're sitting here and we're getting ready to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry this fall. And when you were inducted, you really learned a lot from some of the folks that came before you. What was that experience like for you then?
Oh, absolutely. I've learned so much. But first of all, I had to get over the awe that I felt with all of those people, you know, the ladies and, of course, Ernest Tubb and all. But Ernest is one of the ones who taught me to, he said, be an entertainer. A recording career is great, but that one day the hits might quit coming. And so you need to always entertain the people and always take time for the fans and care about what you're doing, care about your fellow artist, you know, which I do very much. The Opry is truly, I mean, people say it all the time, it's like an extended family, but it is. I mean, I miss all of those people. They're my friends. Jan Howard and I spend a lot of time together whenever you can get Jan off the golf course, that is, you know. But,
well, you certainly met a lot of the great ones, and today, obviously, you've seen a lot of the newer ones coming up.
yeah, I'm in a very, very lucky time, I think, in my life, period, in my career, because I did get a chance to get to the Grand Ole Opry and meet all of the legends, the people that I grew up listening to. It's a thrill still to be around Kitty Wells. I mean, I cannot believe I'm in the room and I know this lady, you know. But then of all the people of my time, Jean Shepherd and Jan Howard, and of course I treasure the memories of Dottie West because she was one of my best friends, of Connie and everybody. But also to know all of the new artists coming up, you know, and meet them like Garth Brooks, the phenomenon known as Garth Brooks. And of course, I jokingly say it was great to see Lori Morgan grow up, period. There were times in her life, because she grew up at the Grand Ole Opry, whether she'd become anything or not. But we are all very proud of Lori. I think she's such a credit to country music. Her father would be very proud of her.
Raised in the wings right there. Well, you know, you are part of an organization called the Ladies of the Grand Ole Opry. Is that correct? The Grand Ladies?
It was just all of us girls at the Grand Ole Opry, and they'd say, why don't you get all the girls together? And Jean Shepherd actually came up with a nicer way. She calls us the Grand Ladies. And we did our first tour to England and Scotland recently, and I was so thrilled to be a part of that. And it was Jan Howard, Jean Shepherd, Skeeter Davis, and me. And we got standing ovations. Yeah. You know, the fascinating thing to me in watching the audience was that they were as fascinated about the rapport between all of us as they were about our songs and everything. And I think that says a lot. I hope that we set a good example of friendship, because, you know, when people say, well, are y'all really friends? Well, of course we are. We have the same lifestyles, you know. So.
Great group of women, and we certainly appreciate you stopping by today. It's been a thrill, a real living legend here, folks, right here on American Skyline. Miss Jeannie Seely.
Thank you, Leslie,
so
for
much.
inviting me. Let's do it again.
I hope we will.